Hello, hello, this is Core955,
And Hypergamer.
back again playing more Code Veronica, part 14. So now we pick back up at the MTF.
And hopefully, do not miss the emblem this time.
I don't quite remember back this far exactly what happened, so... Like, might just be a part of me just running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
It's a Resident Evil game, that's expected if you don't remember it. So yeah, that's where you're supposed to use it.
Yeah, I know that much. Oh yeah, I would like... Oh, first up, dogs are angry. Oh, I'm lucky I only got out with one bite. And second up, I'd like to let anyone know at the beginning of the video, all links are in the description. Hyper's channel is in the description. If you like live streams, go check his ass out.
Much obliged, partner.
Well, howdy there, partner.
I was going for more engineer, but need a dispenser right here. So, have you
Swinehund?
Now, I probably mentioned this last episode, but I can't remember for the life of me. Have you had a look much at the Resident Evil HD randomizer?
No, I haven't. We did talk about this, but I haven't looked into it yet. I pretty much, after yesterday, I crashed for a little while, and then went to doctor. That shit sucked. Then I, came back, crashed for a little longer, then streamed for like a couple hours.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, so, I was watching Carcinogen play it again today, and
Nice.
they've got a new record where you can beat the game in about 36 minutes-ish, which is absurd. But,
yeah, but that would be RNG hell.
yes. Well, yes and no, because it was interesting. So the developer was actually in the stream today, so he was answering questions about how it's made. And there are specific parts in the game where certain items have to actually be within certain locations. So even though it is kind of RNG hell-ish, there is still a level of where you can actually, like, it's going to be within a certain area for some items, mind you.
Except for apparently the battery, which can just show up in like the first few areas.
Well, yeah. So the battery can show up pretty much anywhere. The crank can show up pretty much anywhere. But obviously, it shows up before it's needed, is basically how it works.
Okay, so it is like the Dark Souls randomizer,
yes,
where you can't be perma-locked out of an area.
Correct. So there are 2 instances where it is possible to soft lock, according to the developer, but those are bugs that he is working on. But aside from that, no, he's actually made it so that it can't be soft locked in any other way.
Oh, and I found it.
Hey!
Yeah, I finally figured it out. Also, apparently that he has a picture of Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yeah,
Whoever that is. Honestly, that's the least weird thing we've seen of Alfred's
I mean, that
taste.
Giant sculpture in the middle of his house, maybe?
I think the entire manor just being a recreation of their home in Antarctica.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to give him crap for that, because I would totally do that if I had a house that I liked.
Yeah.
With infinite money, of course. Although it does raise a... Sorry?
Yeah. I said pretty much.
Ah, so you're at the point where near where the shotgun is.
Yeah, but obviously I can't get it as Claire, so...
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah. I do really enjoy the assault rifle in this game.
Yes, I recall you saying that. But then again, given your stream today of Resident Evil 2, you just like any guns that go dakka dakka dakka.
Or, such as my streams of Metal Gear, just anything that could put out enough firepower to drop anything in my path.
So, I know that this goes up on Vidly and YouTube, but if you haven't checked out Core's Twitch streams, I would recommend it. Particularly his Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough. He does not play it as
the
a
Crocodile
stealth.
Man.
Yes, he is the Crocodile Man and does not play stealth at all.
That's because I'll play stealth, but once stealth goes out the window, it's just, fuck it. I got guns.
There was nothing stealth about running through the facility with a shotgun, killing everyone, and then throwing out poison dart frogs to kill the leftovers.
I tried to stealth my way through. The problem is, a scientist saw me attacking a guard, and he pressed the alarm, so I just went full fuck it.
Yes, well, the outside of the facility after you'd already escaped and were throwing poison dart frogs at them. That, no.
That was just for humor. I just wanted it, because that's one of my favorite little touches of the game. You blow up their food supply and feed them poison dart frogs. Or poison anything. I remember if you throw poisonous animals in their general vicinity, you could poison them too, correct?
Yes, you can. You can also drop a hornet's nest on their head.
I did that, actually, on the bridge one, where you send all 3 guys just fleeing across the bridge.
Yep, absolutely. You can also do it to Ocelot during the fight as well.
Yeah, I did that too, and he's like, no fair!
Yeah,
You're fine dirty!
Yeah, he really hates it if you actually do any tricks like that.
Yeah. Eventually I just pulled out the AK and just waylaid him.
And then you shoot him and create a time paradox.
Well, you can't do that on the... Well, you can, but not at that part of the game.
No, earlier in the game, for sure.
I did mention it, but I didn't do it.
Oh, let down. It's always fun to time paradox him.
Yeah, but the issue is it just drags out what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Because then I have to go back through that shit.
That is fair. Entirely fair.
Yeah, but yeah, once I found the crocodile cap, the stealth went out the window, pretty much.
Yes, crocodile cap, zombie mask.
Yep. Crocodile cap, zombie mask. At one point I was using the Raiden mask. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Fury was a cool... Oh dude, did you see me fighting on the cliffs?
No, I did not, but I did hear about the Vulture incident.
Not just the Vulture, but I took over the AA gun. There was one guy who I knocked out beside the AA gun. He woke up while I was fighting a helicopter, so I just turned the gun towards him and blow his ass right off the cliff.
Well, it's what you do.
He's just like, ah! Also, I killed like 6 helicopters in that moment, just because they keep coming.
Yeah, they do. It's one of the weird things where it's just like, they seem to have a lot of helicopters to throw at one person.
And don't forget the hover guys.
Yes, the ones that make no sense. Because it's just like, oh yeah, cool. Like, the ciphers in Metal Gear Solid 2 were considered a big revolutionary deal. And then it's like, oh yeah, cool, we just have hovercrafts in Metal Gear Solid 3, because reasons.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do with them is just to trank them so they fall and crash into the earth. Technically, you didn't murder them.
I wonder if they count as deaths.
That's a good question. Does it count? Well, does it count as a player-inflicted death, or more like guy walks off, gets blasted off a cliff on accident death?
I think it's still attributed to you if any guards die.
Oh well, sucks for them.
That sucks for you when you get to the Sorrow fight.
Oh, yeah, that fight isn't that bad.
No, it's not.
It's just dodged.
So, now we play the game of, can Core make his way back to where the plate needs to be placed?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Oh yes, this... Oh yes, I found out that is a elevator or a door, but you can't access it till the facility's blown the fuck up. So you were right, you just couldn't remember it.
I just didn't remember it in the correct order, yes.
Yeah. When we do get to Chris's area, Rodrigo doesn't stand a chance.
No. Rest in peace, Rodrigo.
Well, he's gonna be one big piece when the worm's done with him.
Yes, he will. He will. It's just a shame he'll never get that lighter back.
Oh well. It's a good thing it's never mentioned in any of the games.
Of course not, he's just a side character like Billy. Wait a minute. What happened to Billy, god damn it?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I know, it's like he's a... Oh, he's worked it out.
Oh, yeah, but you know what I found funny? No mention of Billy. But hey, Alicia Ashcroft, this multiplayer side quest game, yeah, she exists still. We haven't forgotten about her.
They gave her a reference in Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was mentioning.
Yeah. Yeah, for those that haven't actually played or aren't aware of this, in Resident Evil 7, some of the notes, and in particular the 0 hour stuff.
Clippings.
Yeah, the newspaper clippings and the investigations into the family manor. The reporter is Alicia Ashcroft, who is from Resident Evil Outbreak.
Yeah, I find it funny because Leggy mentioned this on the test stream yesterday. That apparently Reddit idiots, you know how they like to get on their high horse, were like, oh, that's not canon, about how Lickers are from Crimson Heads. But it's like, if these characters from that game are still canon, wouldn't the Suspended still be canon?
No.
Until Capcom says something otherwise?
No, so the only game that is considered non-canon is Gaiden. Like, even Umbrella and Darkside Chronicles are considered canon. So any of the added stuff in those two games, or particularly Umbrella Chronicles, where you've got the stuff with Ada and all that, that is canon.
Yeah.
So, the Red Queen is part of it.
Yeah. The only one that isn't canon is Gaiden and Survivor 2.
Well, Survivor 2, I mean, is canon. It's just a dream sequence.
Yeah, it's one of those, it was just a dream bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else just wondering why the fuck Nemesis showed up in that game, though? It's like, does Claire even know who the fuck Nemesis is to dream of him?
I mean, it must be possible at that point, surely.
I mean,
well,
I don't know,
actually,
she hasn't contacted Chris. She is still looking for him, so she wouldn't have been told from Chris or Jill. What the hell?
But which Umbrella laboratory was she breaking into when she got caught with Veronica? And where did Nemesis come from?
Paris, but
yes.
I don't think she got very deep into the labs, because
like, you can just throw that out there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a possibility she just came across it, but that'd be silly. Like, oh yes, we just leave this classified information lying about in our labs, along with the helicopter with a minigun.
Well, it's also possible, even if she hasn't been in contact with Chris, she could have still been in contact with Jill.
Or Leon. Leon apparently had contact with Chris, so he might have passed it on to her.
Well, that's how Chris actually comes to this training, like, to the facility, because earlier in the game, if you recall, Claire sends a message, she sends a message to Leon, and Leon actually tells Chris where Claire is, and that's how Chris knows.
Yeah.
So, even though that she hadn't met Chris yet at that point, it is possible that... Well, not possible, it is... probable that she would have at least heard about Nemesis, even if it's from Jill.
Alright, this part's about to wrap up, so This has been Core 955.
And Hypergamer.
Playing more Code Veronica. Thank you.
Bye-bye.